What a delightful moment in history to be a part of. No day would be complete without watching
Without being reminded of that.
pooping in the street, yeah.
Oops, I made you dance. Remember in that movie when I pooped my pants?
That's good.
It is good. So Maya, I'm so excited to be here today because I'm just such a fan. So doing research into your most iconic moments, it's very hard to narrow it down. You have a lot, but I hopefully picked some great ones. Let us know what you think.
Oh, look at a baby.
As big of a fan as I am, I had no idea there was a music career before all the comedy chops.
I know. It was my my first job out of college.
What I love is that you found a way to weave music into a lot of your comedy things as well. Obviously singing in Big Mouth, there was some singing in Bridesmaids and in Wine Country.
They always make me sing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't make me sing.
Is that them or is it you, both?
I think it's them. I'm way more shy about singing.
Really?
But people know that I sing, so then once they know you sing, it's over. Music is a part of my life because I grew up in a musical house, so it's more normal. So the rentals happen because of kids that I grew up with. We all sang together, and they were kids of musicians, and we all went to school together. And it was kind of more normalized, as weird as that sounds. And they were in a band, and they couldn't tour, and they had sung on the record, so then they said, can you go on tour with this friend of ours? And so I did.
There you go. And now you're still singing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love it.
It's happening.
Yep.
You knew it.
Yep.
It's happening.
No day would be complete without watching
Without being
myself
reminded of that.
pooping in the street. Yeah.
So there are so many hilarious and iconic quotes from Bridesmaids. My friends and I truly still quote it daily. Like,
Wow.
oh, you do, all the time. Are there lines and quotes that are still brought up to you daily? Do people mention it?
Sometimes I'm surprised by the lines that people bring up. A flight attendant asked me if I wanted an apple, and I said, no, thank you. And she said, are you sure? And I realized that she was referencing Bridesmaids, but I haven't watched it lately.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what she was talking about.
Was she saying like apple or she
Yeah.
just wanted an apple? Were there any moments that were improvised that people don't know about?
Bridesmaids was a beautifully written script that Kristen Wiig and Annie Mumolo wrote. And then the process of making the movie was a lot of workshopping with the cast and improvising. And then that would get transcribed and then rewritten. So some of the improvs, I believe that when Kristen and I were talking about getting our bleached, that was improvised.
And I love my new.
Are you so glad that made the script?
Yeah.
I know a lot of fans want a Bridesmaids too. They want a sequel, but I'm off the mindset of it's okay to have things as a one-off.
I definitely think that was part of the thought process. I mean, I'm not in charge of it, so I can't say, but I think it's great the way that it is.
I think so too.
And I think it's just a compliment that people want to see more, but you can't mess it up if you don't make another one.
Yeah, there you go. I look forward to the day that it comes to the West End. Every movie's getting a West End
That
version.
is a great call.
So I'm ready for the musical.
What are you? I am the hormone monster. Why do you smell so good? Because I don't use deodorant and I only take bubble baths.
It's so good.
That's good.
It is good. I mean, Big Mouth has such a massive cult following. The fans are
Does it really?
obsessed.
Well, I've never worked on anything that had more tattoos of my character before.
Okay.
There are a lot of Big Mouth tattoos. Yes, a lot of Connie tattoos.
And do people show you, or you've seen it online?
I've seen them online.
Yeah.
And then we did a live reading of Big Mouth recently, and a girl got a tattoo during the performance. That was part of the night.
Cool.
A lot of Big Mouth tattoos.
Did you have any idea what was in store when you first read the script or signed on board?
No, Connie didn't exist. My character didn't exist. I was a part of the show. I was cast to play Nick's mom, so I was just on the show. But with animation, you're always asked to play other little roles, and so Nick had done a hormone monster, and they said, oh, we want Jessie to have her own hormone monster. And we all fell in love with her, and they just kept writing more for her.
I would imagine with animation, it must be harder to improvise or riff off of other people. Like, are you in a sound booth alone, or is there still room to kind of have that?
It depends. Before COVID, we were doing a lot more in person with Nick and with other people, which was great. And then with COVID, everything changed, and I was under a furniture blanket in my house.
Makeshift, yeah.
Like taking a furniture blanket and putting it between two chairs and crawling in there. Or they sent me this thing once that looked like a teepee, but you just put your head in it. Oh, the things we did during COVID.
The glamorous life of Hollywood. Look at that. And anything, well, I was going to ask if there's anything surprising people would find about voiceover work, but I think that.
But it depends. Sometimes you get to be in the room with the other actors, which I think is a great way to do it, especially with comedy.
Yeah.
Because you play off of each other, and if you can capture that sound, I think it's, I don't know, I think it's pretty great.
We'll see more of her.
I hope so, one day.
We all do.
I don't know where she's going, but we'll find her.
She'll be back.
And killing it.
We love Molly. So Molly's so over the top, but so lovable. So how do you balance the absurdity with the relatability and just capture audiences with her?
I think Molly has a good heart. I think that's the thing that we wanted was she can be out of touch, but not as a human being. And I think it allows the philanthropic side of her to continue to grow, keep on thinking about the larger picture, because really that's what philanthropic work is. And I think she's genuinely a good person who, under bad circumstances figured out what she wanted to do with her life, which I think is a universal story to relate to. We can all relate to starting over, asking ourselves what we want to show up as and the best possible versions of ourselves. And I love that element of Molly, and it's so fun to play. And then it's fun to play all the over the top stuff. It's hard not to lean into that too much, but it's the fun part.
If you, as Maya, could give Molly one piece of advice, what would you want to tell her?
Not every outfit has to have a matching bag.
Why not?
You can mix it up sometimes. There was one episode where Molly had a dress that matched her boots, that matched her coat, that matched her purse, that matched her turban. And I was like, we've done it.
I love that. I mean, the wardrobe must be fun.
It's the funnest.
Yeah. Tell us about season 3. Anything you can spoil? What's in store for us?
Lots of goodies in season 3. She comes to England. They travel all over the world. More fun with Arthur. I just think you get to see more of the characters in the Wells Foundation, which I personally really love. And it's a really fun season. It's really funny.
Nice.
Yeah.
How does she do in England? I guess we'll find out.
She misuses words a bit.
As an American who lives in London, I get it.
Did you know what wank meant when you moved here?
So Molly learns about wank.
I don't know if she ever truly learns, but yeah, she should.
Got it.
She should by now.
And I know we're here to promote season 3, but any talk about season 4 yet? Do we know?
I haven't heard a word.
Okay, well, I look forward to getting word. We have some SNL stuff, obviously.
Obviously.
I have many clips coming up, but just in case of time, this is the one I had to start with, and I will apologize in advance, but we had to start with this one.
Aww.
Hey girl, I got something real important to give you. So just sit down and listen.
It's like in a box.
It's just a classic.
It's the best.
Okay, good. I'm so glad. You've played some amazing characters, but I had to go there.
This one I love because you can see the dried tear on my face from crying so hard. It's also really late at night, which makes you a little bit giddy.
Yeah.
But there's one point where Andy's rubbing my face with the rose, and I can still see the dried tear. What a delightful moment in history to be a part of.
Truly, I mean, pooping in the street, dick in a box, your career.
These are the things that dreams
The
are made
legacy.
of. Legacy.
What was it like the first time you were pitched this or read the script or the first read through? What was your initial reaction?
I don't think there was any of that.
You're
I
just
think
thrown
it was
in.
literally like Andy and Akiva and Yorma saying, so we wrote this song with Justin. It's called Dick in a Box. And I was like, great, let's go. It was pretty much that.
Are you surprised that it's still such a classic?
Because it's so good.
Yeah.
It's a good song. It's a banger.
Yeah, it actually is.
It really
Yeah.
is. Like after they made it, we were all like dancing to it in the car, like, this is pretty good. I think that's why it's funny, because it's a good song.
Yeah.
You let the grass roll,
Singing again, of course.
I told you they make me sing. We were a fan of the show in my house, and then my friend Mike Schur that created it called and asked me to come be a part of it. So that was the joy of it because my daughter loved it, and so she got me into watching it. By the time I got there, it was a fully formed group of people who genuinely loved each other.
Yeah.
That was one of the nicest sets I've ever walked into.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did somebody say my name? Hey, it's me. Beyonce. Beyonce. Queen Bang. Bang. How bang, bang.
I love that you said that in your impersonations you feel like a drag queen. And when you impersonate these fabulous women, I think it makes so much sense. I love that. But doing the impersonations, how do you balance being a caricature of somebody but remaining positive and kind?
Even when I started SNL, I never thought of myself as an impressionist. So I guess in a way, when I'm doing someone, it's an homage, I guess, or I realize that I know how Beyonce sounds because I listen to her.
Yeah.
You know, these are people I'm studying because I like them. And so, I don't know, I think as a human being, you can just read when it's loving. I never find myself laughing when it's taking somebody down. And I think the parts of her that we love are why we relate to it. You know, I go trying to go more for the accuracy or for the feeling or the sound of it, as opposed to like making any sort of comment on what kind of person. Like, we don't know who anybody is in real life, nor should we. And so, yeah, it's more about the things that we love.
And I don't believe she's publicly commented on it, but have she talked to you about it?
A long time ago when she was on the show, because we got to do a sketch with Destiny's Child. That was
cool.
That was very cool, and it's also terribly nerve-wracking. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, of course.
To do an impersonation of someone in front of them, it's really scary.
Well, that's a perfect lead into the next clip.
Uh-oh.
Gosh, I wish I could talk to someone who's been in my shoes, you know? A black South Asian woman running for president, preferably from the Bay Area.
I mean,
That was amazing.
come on.
People were freaking out.
I bet.
They slid a wall away and she was revealed. My favorite moment about looking at this is watching her face.
Yeah.
She was, I still do thinking about it. She was so elated in that moment, and you could see it, and we were just staring at each other going, oh my, you know, it's really.
Like getting emotional, that's crazy.
It was an incredible experience.
Well, you smashed it as Mamala. You did such a good job.
Thank you, I'm very proud.
All-time fave with my mom. We watch this every Christmas.
Cute.
Love.
I'm proud of that one.
It's also a good song.
Thank you.
Really fun.
Thank you. I really wanted to write that song because it was growing up watching Gilda and Lorraine and Jane be the girls on SNL and sing about Chevy or whatever, but in this kind of like 60s girl group thing. That was my dream. And so we came up with this idea of Santa's my boyfriend, and I'm really proud of it. And they still run it
every
at
Christmas.
The holidays.
We watch it every year.
It's really cool.
Oops, I made you dance. Remember in that movie when I pooped my pants? When you were a baby, you pooped your pants and I changed your diaper. I'm your mother.
That was a really, really fun episode. And I don't know what it was, but I was watching this just and I was thinking about like, what would I do for Mother's Day? And I was like, oh, mother. Oops, I made you dance. Remember in that movie when I pooped my pants?
It's perfect. And you brought out the drag queen persona, the voguing, everything. It was so good. Well,
all things in one big soup.
Amazing. Well, hopefully Loot Season 4 will come back. We'll do even more of these because we got so many to go through. But thank you so much for your time, and congrats on an amazing career. You've smashed it.
Thanks. I'm ready for bed now. I don't like to do anything else ever again.